Second point under how intelligence and the society works together, national security. The core mandate of the bodies like the State Security Service, SSS in Nigeria, or CIA in the United States is to gather intelligence reports that protects the nation from individuals with significant resources or authority. They gather information on individuals with significant resources or authority. That is why you hear that when a particular rich man was traveling, he was stopped at the airport. Being stopped at the airport could have been that there is a report that is going for a delegation meeting outside the country that can jeopardize the interest of the country. So listen to me. National security is very important. If you're a leader and you're under the sound of my voice and your intelligence unit is weak, or you don't implement the reports they give to you, or your intelligence unit is compromised, the country is a problem. The country will be in problem. I continue. The third thing under how intelligence and the society work, checks and balances. While the intelligence unit gather data to protect the state, democratic society typically implements strict legal oversight. This ensures that intelligence reports on notable citizens are used for lawful security purposes rather than political oppression or warranted surveillance of private citizens. To get what that is saying, the information they gather about people, notable citizens, is not to oppress them. No. It is for lawful security purposes, where the information they have about somebody can jeopardize the interest of the country. They can either pick up that person or send information to that person, delegation to that person to desist from whatever he or she is doing that can affect the country or the society negatively. So the intelligence gathered is for checks and balances, not to oppress the private citizens. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So under how intelligence works with the society, we have looked at 3 points. Now we'll go to 2B. Leaders' role in maintaining peaceful coexistence. Leaders' role in maintaining peaceful coexistence. 2B. Leaders' role in maintaining peaceful coexistence. Looking at this story, we will see point number 1. A good leader that wants to maintain peaceful coexistence in his domain will ensure the implementation of the intelligence reports. I want you to reason with me. Abimelech left his own part of Philistine, traveled down to where Abraham was. He made that trip. What made him to make the trip? He had few things about Abraham. That this man, his servants the population of his servants are growing. His wealth is growing. It's a concern. So when the intelligence report got to Abimelech, Abimelech left where he was. He went to where Abraham stays to have a dialogue with him. A leader that wants to maintain peaceful coexistence knows that it is important to implement intelligence reports. Either he implements it personally, as it were in the case of Abimelech, or his subordinates implement it. The most important thing is that intelligence report must be implemented. So the leader's role in maintaining peaceful coexistence, number 1, is to ensure the implementation of intelligence report. Number 2, where the leader have good relationship with the individual involved in the intelligence report, it is important that the leader handles the situation personally. Why? there is this thing about relationship. When there is a relationship between two parties and something affects one of the parties and the other party knows about it and cannot address it with the party involved, it destroys the relationship they have. So as a leader, if you have a relationship with anyone, especially the individual involved in whatever is like a threat to the peaceful existence of your domain, address it with that party that is involved who is your friend. And that is why Abimelech here, he did not delegate the implementation process. He went there himself because Abraham was his friend. In today's story, if you read Genesis 21, verse 22 and 32, it is recorded there how Abimelech went to Abraham and when he left Abraham. Never, because you are in governance, rubbish the relationship you have with people. Never, because you are a leader, rubbish the relationship you have built over time, or think that you have now become a powerful person. It doesn't matter how you relate with people that are yours. Take note of that. That is one lesson to learn from that leader. Abimelech, as we can see, is a humble leader. So a leader that will maintain peaceful coexistence is a humble leader, a leader who respects relationship, who knows the value of relationship, and who will humble himself to make sure that his relationship does not fall apart while still maintaining peaceful coexistence in his domain. Praise the Lord. Am I communicating, church? Are you still with me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the leader who will play a good role in maintaining peaceful coexistence is a humble leader who will not take for granted the relationship he has with people. And that is what necessitated the visitation of Abimelech to Abraham. Still under the leader's role in maintaining peaceful coexistence, witness. There should always be a witness. When the king was going to Abraham, he did not go alone. He go with Fiscal, who is the commander of his army. In this modern age, we can say he went with the chief of staff, or the chief of defense staff, or the chairman of the joint chief of staff, or a general in the army. So it was a high-powered delegation. Never go on a peace conflict resolution or peace maintenance trip without a witness. The second thing a leader will take note of in ensuring there is peaceful coexistence, when there is need for him to resolve a matter, he goes with a delegation or he sends a delegation. It's never a one-man affair. The minimum is two, as it were, in this case. So if you're going to resolve that family affair that is threatening to tear your family apart, don't go alone. They will lie on you. What you did not do, they will say you did. Go with somebody, a powerful force in your family, which is a type of Fikol, the chief of the army, commander of Abimelech's army. Always go with somebody very important. It's still part of the strategic movement. The third thing, the leader's role in maintaining peaceful coexistence, the third thing, dialogue. The dialogue must be on strategic state negotiation.